Shalom, Kal Halal, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, Bahashim Hakodash, double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Jesus. The hopeful elect tabernacle of David, to the Aqua that are listening and learn being a pillar abreast, the 144,000, the 1/3, the hopeful elect of Israel. All right, so this thing isn't going away. All right, so this is what I did earlier. Okay, I'm gonna do it right now. UFO. We just type in UFO, right? And enter. Let's see what comes up. And we'll look at the time. We'll look at the date. Okay. Department of Defense addresses Jellyfish UFO. 16 hours. So this is how trending, I guess you would say. This is how important this UFO thing is. 16 hours. This doesn't say. That's fasting. Finds evidence of secret government experiment. This is what's trending. One day, family catches alien on camera in Miami. That sounds interesting. Looks a little contrived with I had to watch it. Maybe they're describing it. Because if they show it with this guy turned around pointing the camera. Anyway, 21 hours, Miami. That's 5 years, 3 weeks. That's not it. Actual footage one day. See, it's not going away, is the point. All right? And that's just UFO. That's not alien. All right? Okay, Alaska is a year ago from here. And the point, is it not going away because they're keeping it trending for whatever they have coming down the pike? So, 1 day, 3 days. Okay, so here's the whole jellyfish thing. And that's pushing the whole alien agenda. Right? Look at that. So anyway, let's get a precept real quick. Let me see, even. Those. Okay. Let's get the UFOs. And I'm going to try to make this short. Psalm 68:17. The chariots of the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So I refer a lot to this diagram, or this picture, I guess I'll call it. Where's the picture? Here. Very fond of the picture, apparently. All right, so let's read that again. 17, the chariots of God, I'm going to read it verbatim. The chariots of God are 20,000, even thousands of angels. The Lord is among them as in Sinai. Okay, so this would be the Lord among them. And they're in, all right, this is what? The Red Sea, whatever you want to go to, the Reed Sea, right? Whatever you want to call it. But throughout the entire journey through the desert, right, Sinai, Yahushua was there. Okay, the Lord is among them. Among who? Thousands of angels, right? Now, what does it say here? Chariots, right? Yeah. 2 Kings. to. What is it, 11? Second Kings 2 and 11, and it came to pass as they still went on and talked, that behold, there appeared what? A chariot. Okay, so we got the same language going on here. Chariot of fire and horses of fire, and parted them both asunder. And Elijah went up by a whirlwind into heaven, and Elisha saw it, and he cried, my father, the chariot. Okay, what chariot? Chariot of Israel. We go back, right, and get that word chariot right here. Psalm 68 and 17 again. The chariots of God are 20,000, even thousands of angels. That's poetic. That the chariots of God are the angels. What's in those chariots are the angels. Yahushua is among them. Okay, come on back here. All right, so chariot, angels, whirlwind clouds. All right, these are all the clues, if you will, that lead to the chariot. Let's get Psalm 104. Let's read it from the top. Bless the Lord, O my soul. O Lord, my power, thou art very great. Thou art clothed with honor and majesty, who covers thyself with light as with a garment, who stretches out the heavens like a curtain, who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters, who maketh the clouds his chariot. So this language right here, okay, maketh the clouds what? His chariot. So when you understand how the scriptures work, or heavenly conversation, okay, you understand that, okay, these flying machines, right, are the angels, who walketh upon the wings of the wind, who maketh his angels spirits, his ministers of flaming fire. So why do these why does this language keep showing up joined together? The clouds, chariot. The clouds, angels. Okay? Whirlwind, right? Flaming fire, right? Clouds, chariot, whirlwind, angels, right? We go back. Second Kings. Here we have chariot of fire, whirlwind, right? Chariot of fire. Okay. And what else? We still go back. Chariots, angels. Okay. Let's get more. The point that's being made here is that something on the internet is called chatter, right? And when you hear chatter, And you see chatter on the internet, it's usually for a specific purpose. So right now, the chatter is about UFOs. Why? Because they want to control the narrative and saturate the airwaves, if you will, with their version of things. Okay. Acts 1 and 9, and when he had spoken these things while they beheld, he was taken up in a cloud, right, received him out of their sight, and while they looked steadfastly towards heaven as he went up, behold, two men stood by them in white apparel, which also said, Ye men of Galilee, why stand ye gazing up into heaven? Okay. The same Yahushua which is taken up from you into heaven shall so come in like manner as you have seen him go into heaven. All right? So we didn't get angels in this one, but two men stood by them in white apparel. These are clearly angels. You know, if you have spiritual foresight, right? Or extrapolate, right? It's pretty much standard. A cloud, right? The angels, the thousands of heaven. Okay. Just, going in the spirit. 2 Ezra 13 and 3, and I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. Okay. And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him. Jump down to 6 is 2 Ezra 13 and 6. But I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain and flew up upon it. Okay. He flew up on what? Right? A great mountain. And that came out, she'll be coming around the mountain. Remember that? Let's see. Where did he come down from the mountain? Oh, this is Revelation. This is 2 Ezra 13 and 12. Afterward saw I the same man come down from the mountain. So in this case here, the mountain is the cloud, is the chariot, and call unto him another peaceable multitude. Okay. So these are just some instances of how the clouds show up, right? Let's see, let's go to Daniel. So, and I'm going to wrap it up here. Let's see. Which one do I want here? Go with this one. Oh. In the night visions, and behold, one like unto It's lucky. One like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven and came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him. Okay? So here you have Yahushua. Here you have the Most High. And here you have the angels. Right? Here you have the Most High's chariot. His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire. What does that describe? His throne, or the UFOs. Fiery stream is weapon system, most likely. For sure, in 2 Ezra 13, the voice. Okay. So, yeah, the clouds of heaven, that's the angels. Okay, and back here, all right, let's watch one of these. Let's watch this. Department of Defense addresses Jellyfish UFO, okay, or this. I don't know which one to watch. This is News Nation. Let's watch this.
There's a cheat code that unlocks the fretboard forever, and it works regardless of how long you've been.
The U.S. Department of Defense is responding to questions about surfaced video of an alleged UAP, or unidentified anomalous phenomenon. Now, this is the video in question. You can see the object. Some are calling this a jellyfish UFO, first spotted on a U.S. operations base in Iraq back in 2018, with the video just making its way into the public eye this year after it was released by investigative journalist Jeremy Corbell. Now, in a statement this week, a DoD spokesperson said the department, quote, does not comment on the authenticity of alleged DoD material that may have been leaked, adding that the department's commitment to openness must also be balanced with its, quote, obligation to protect sensitive information sources and methods. Well, this evening I spoke with UFO researcher Ben Hansen about this DoD response.
Okay, quickly. I mean, it needs to be said that when something like this pops up, right, from 2018, which was roughly, 5 years ago? 6 almost? Something like this pops up, and it's got the DoD, right? The Pentagon, right? What do you do with this? Suddenly you're putting it out after 5, 6 years? Why didn't you put it out immediately, right? Well, this is something that they want you to believe. Okay? And it's very suspect. And it goes along with their narrative. What narrative? This whole invasion, this staged alien invasion, that's what this reeks of. Okay? And you have to have the spiritual discernment to see it. Okay? Oh, here comes a monster. We're going to make the UFO look like a monster. Right? Who did that? Well, the Pentagon and the DoD are the ones bringing it out. Right? Did this happen in October 2018, or did it take another 3 years to come out with the filters, right? Or the new app to be able to make this video that they couldn't make then? Okay. Is any of it real? It's just too convenient. They ain't telling the truth. They're not telling you what the clouds are. They're not telling you if this is a real UFO. They're not opening up the scriptures and telling you, right, that Yahushua is coming back, right? Well, there is this thing. Let's get that. Let's get, what is it? Was it senators? 2 senators. Say, UFOs are angels. So I take that back. Let's see. Government says, let's say government, not 2 senators. U.S. government. No, nothing. 2 hours. That's nothing. Who are the 2 guys that said UFOs are angels? We say government. U.S. government. They said U.S. government didn't say that. Somebody did. Let's find out. All right, bear with me. I saw this like yesterday. It just popped in my head. It's lucky. Gotta find it. It's all YouTube. Let's go here. This is out there, so 2023. I'm not going to be able to find it, but 2 days. This is it. Congressman. Okay, so, how do you hide the truth in plain sight? They are alluding to, right? Because this is true. After classified briefing, Congressman, right, says UFOs may be extra-dimensional angels. So this is on point. Whenever I use the term angels, to me, it's synonymous with an extra-dimensional being. So Congressman Eric Burleson of Montana, hey, dog. Hey. Just a minute. Has waded into the discourse about UFOs and in an outburst that probably says more about the state of U.S. politics than unidentified objects in the sky, speculated that they might be angels sent by God himself. Woo. So, what do we extrapolate from this? Did this guy actually say that? Or is this something that he was put up to so that they can push this, right? Yes, you're reading that right. During a recent episode of that UFO podcast this week, Burleson took the UFO conversation in a wild new direction. They may not fit exactly the biblical narrative. They may not fit exactly what we were taught. Okay? What we were taught is that God loves everybody, so that doesn't fit, right? Their biblical narrative. But whenever I use the term angels, he said to me, it's synonymous with an extra-dimensional being. Of course it is. Okay, so the question is, are they just pushing this out as more conjecture to the upcoming false flag that they're about to push, right? Why is this, right, why is this trending, right? How old is this? Let me see. Not really saying. It says 2 days ago, so this is now, all right? UFOs are described as angels sent by God, Republican Congress. Is it the same guy? Like Schicklgruber. So anyway, yeah, Burleson. So he's the guy that they tasked with getting out and saying. See, because, let's go back here. So like, Burleson says, let's see where this takes us. Nothing new. See how they're hiding this? Okay. It's 2 days ago they're putting this up. Where's the new ones? See how they're hiding it on but that doesn't really go with the narrative that they're pushing this out, right? Maybe it's too new. Where's Burleson saying that, what he said? Why is it not in here? This is a good question. So you got to be careful on YouTube and all these apps, really. Gotta be careful. Yeah, nothing. Nothing on Burleson. Look, 5 months ago. All right, so did he say, when did he say this? And they're just pushing it out now? Is that what it is? But this is the only thing, 5 months ago. 154. So does he say then? Because this is the closest thing that we've got to the truth. The devil doesn't deal in the truth. Okay? The devil hates the truth. All right, so let's see. Let's check this real quick.
Retired Major David Grush said the government has a program to retrieve UFOs and keep their existence hidden from the public. The Pentagon...
We already know that that's man-made because the angels of God, they don't crash. So that's...
Rather has refuted those claims. Now, among the congressmen questioning Grush on Wednesday was Springfield's Eric Burleson. Color 10's Bethany French is here tonight after talking with Burleson to get his takeaways from the hearing.
Yes, Steve, that's right. Congressman Burleson, tells me that he is skeptical about many of Grush's claims, but he is calling for the government to release more information about its investigations into UFOs.
So how can you say that they're angels from God, right? And then depend on who you know is explaining it away to bring out more information. See, when you look at something like this, who is Burleson working for? Is he working on the side of good by bringing out the fact that the chariots are angels? Or is he working on the side of those that are trying to spin the narrative? Okay? So...
The federal government is not being very transparent in the information that they provide to Congress.
Why? Why would that be? Okay? And if that's true, right? Why would they let you say that they're angels? Right? Because that's the truth. They're allowing you to push it.
They need to remember that we're elected officials that represent you, and that it's our responsibility to provide oversight over the dollars that are spent and what programs they're being spent on.
Burleson, Missouri's 7th District congressional representative, knew it would be a high interest topic, so he solicited questions from his constituents before the hearing. He says while the hearing was certainly eye-opening, he has his doubts about any secret government program concealing alien activity on Earth.
All of that information is very fantastical information that it's hard to believe. But if it's true, then it really does change things. So it's important for us to find out the truth and get to the bottom of this. And the information is coming from very credible witnesses.
Representative Burleson says he is seeking more information and plans to have a one-on-one meeting with Grush to discuss more about what Grush says he saw.
All right, thank you, Bethany.
Okay, so he said nothing about them being angels 5 months ago. Okay. Which is how you analyze these things. It's like, this was 5 months ago. Did he say angels then? No, he's saying angels now. 2 days ago. Okay. So anyway, let's get a precept and go ahead. We know, all right, who and what the angels are, how they get in, how they don't. We know that the angels of God don't crash. We have a retrieval program, so you're able to see right through those things. All right, let's just get, he cometh with clouds. Keep it. Rev 1:7. Okay. Behold, Revelation 1:7. Behold, he is Yahushua cometh, second coming, with clouds, chariots. When Yahushua comes back, he'll be in a spaceship the size of a mountain. When he comes back. Right? And every eye is going to be so big, every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all, even so, amen. Wailing and gnashing of teeth. Right? Even so, amen. All right, anyway, so that's, kind of what's going on. So it's trending. All right, so I would say that some sort of false flag, I forget who it was. It was either the elder Aramla, I believe, or the elder Apostle Gabar. Salakia, elder Apostle Aramla, or elder Apostle Gabar. One of them said something about Blue Beam gets a bad rap. I think it was the elder Apostle Aramla. He said, Blue Beam gets a bad rap. It's been around for a while, and then they cloaked it under this thing called conspiracy theory. So, but it's out there. Why? Why is it out there if they're not going to use it? Right? All signs point to they are. So when they start talking about crash retrievals and reverse engineered UFOs, when they start talking like that, you understand that they're talking about their own program. So, just something
The U.S.
to think about. Let me see. There's this one thing. That's this. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it. We got 16 hours ago. They're pushing this. Okay? They're pushing aliens in the mall. Right? That hasn't gone away. Right? So what do? We do an update on it, right? It's gonna be this. So with that, we hope that the elect are edified brothers and sisters. With that, we're gonna say shalom.